Anya! Welcome to my reaction to the finished AK-50. Look at the thumbnail. The aluminum part finally got colored in. I don't know if it's Cerakoted or not, but it's fully decked out black now. And a huge ass. I want to see what's been finished. What's changed. And I wonder if this will actually go to mass production or it will be the only AK-50 in the world. Let's go.
Hi there. My name is Brandon Herrera, and this is my gun.
Hi, God.
The AK-50. It's been a long road making this baby come to life. But a couple months ago, after years of hard work and trial and error, we finally got the latest version fully finished.
Oh, yeah. So this was like, was it stamped? Stamped metal down below, worn out, the shiny white. Just showing like the before and the after.
At the time, what felt like.
And here's the after. Pure color matching, except for this part. This part looks worn, but I guess that's normal. That is charging handle. Yeah, charging handle.
Fully finished. We still hadn't.
Where's the monopod? This thing's supposed to have a monopod at the back, isn't it?
Done little things like paint it or anything, so it still kind of looked like a garage-built prototype. If you haven't seen that video yet, which statistically about 5 million of you have, which is
including
more views
me,
than we have subscribers, and you can help change that. But the video was kind of dramatic. You know, we went really high effort on things like the Deadpool-esque intro and things. It was my love letter to this project, having worked on it so long. But now I wanted to sit down, especially now that we've got it all nice, painted, and pretty. I want to sit down and talk about some of the...
Is this like a cutie mount or something? What is that?
Things that we changed, some of the things we've changed since that video, and of course we're going to shoot it at some really fun stuff. Maybe even a cameo from our friends
at
Ballistic High Speed, you know, as a treat. But first, you haven't even seen the painted version of this thing fire. Bet you'd like to do that.
Yes.
I know what you want.
Yes, you do.
You want to see the 50 fire.
Yeah.
Squidward.
But I'm not Squidward. It's beautiful. It's shiny. It's nice and well, it's not shiny, it's matte. It looks matted. But it looks uniform. No, not uniform. I think that's another word. I can't, my brain's not working.
Now that I got that on my system,
why he get rid of the monopod?
Let's go ahead and talk about the gun. And no, I'm not just talking about, well...
It's black!
Yeah, we painted it, but there is something...
I'm surprised he didn't use the, what was it, Batman Begins, do you have it in black?
Else I think is really cool that we didn't get to talk about because we hadn't done it yet when we did our AK-50 video. Now, when we had the Ballistic high-speed guys come down for that video, they did some awesome high-speed shots of the...
Yeah, I mentioned about the wobble earlier in that video, and then a lot of people kept on pointing out that, yes, the barrel does wobble. Okay. I understand. I'm still getting comments to this day about the barrel wobbling. Thank you for the comments. I now learned my lessons that barrels wobble. There was something that a lot of people
noticed, and it was something that we all noticed right off the bat as soon as we saw the video. The AK-50 barrel whipped like a motherfucker.
See? See? I'm not the only one.
A lot of people ran into the comments saying, hey, I don't know if you know.
Not in the comments, in my video, and then my comments.
Noticed, oh, trust me, we fucking noticed. And we knew what did it pretty much immediately. So pretty much any weapon, especially like an AK or something, is going to have a little bit of barrel whip. It's perfectly normal.
Yeah, that's normal, but it just
no, it does not hurt the gun. As long as it holds...
it looks a lot... You can see the difference with a bigger size barrel.
Hold zero, not really an issue. But it does look pretty violent, and to be honest, it's pretty unnecessary. As to what caused it, a muzzle brake. This is the muzzle brake that was on the AK-50 when
that was the issue? That was the main issue? What the hell? I thought it was supposed to stabilize more.
This is a beefier, bigger, well, 50 cal sized version of the AK muzzle brake, a great brake in my opinion, the JMac RRD.
Did he like get a custom CNC to make that thing like 50 caliber size?
4C. This is an awesome brake for recoil reduction, and it also works as a compensator. The way that it does this, the way that it stops muzzle rise, is you see these vents here on the side of the brake itself. They're actually cut away larger on the top than they are the bottom. And so the point of that is to vent more gas. While it's venting gas out the sides, it's venting more gas out the top than it is through the bottom, meaning that it's going to be not only...
I can see the cameraman in the sunglasses.
A brake that, you know, stops recoil.
Yeah, if you can't tell, I noticed the weirdest and dumbest thing in the video. Not necessarily the most important or the most interesting Easter egg. I just noticed the randomest, dumbest thing in videos.
Backward recoil, but it also pushes gas up, pushing the muzzle down. So when you normally have that muzzle climb, it helps keep the muzzle down. We didn't really think about it that much, and we just included it feature for feature, including those cutaway top vents. Not quite as dramatic as on the RRD4C, but we still put them there. What we didn't realize is that this really doesn't need a whole lot of upward compensation. It's mostly rearward recoil. In fact, if you could see the videos of me in that video walking and firing it from the hip, you can very clearly see every time I fire the gun, the compensator is working too well.
Yeah, well, it's jiggling a little bit in his hand, but you don't see the wobble as much when he's holding it like that.
Every time I fire the gun, the compensator is working.
Yeah, you don't see the big ass wobble.
And it pushes the gun down dramatically. That's exactly what it was doing to the barrel, causing that crazy barrel whip. If the science behind this sort of thing interests you and you'd like to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, you can always check out sdi.edu using the links down in the description and in the pinned comment. But now we have a new muzzle brake. One that does not have those
It's like the main sponsors of any Guntuber channel.
Top, and is working a hell of a lot better. But the real question is, does it still cause that massive barrel whip? But to answer that question, we would need to break out the high speed. Ballistic high speed. I'm going to stop doing that bit one day. That's right, our friends at
Well, you got to do a ballistic high speed of the before, the previous compensator, and this compensator after.
Came down again to help us out with the Trump assassination attempt recreation video that we did here recently. And while we had them down, not to let their talents go to waste, we also did a couple of shots with the AK-50 in high speed. So take a look at it and tell me what you think of the new brake.
Last wobble. Not really much of a wobble.
Now let's compare the two of them together here. As you can see, changing pretty much no other factor.
Look at that. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Just in changing that muzzle brake and removing those cuts to the top, our barrel whip is dramatically reduced. So in the words of a great scholar, great success.
But real quick, this video was made possible by our friends over at TacPack. TacPack is a tactical subscription box where you can get cool stuff like grips, tourniquets, oddly fitting while talking about it in experience.
Yeah, okay. Go.
Pack Plus will be $300
Giving the sponsor.
We really need to get a sponsor for this. So it doesn't take.
I'm surprised that he hasn't got a sponsor from White Claw yet.
Is that the word for
Unless
that?
he did, then I didn't know about
it. Balls.
The balls do have a stitch in them.
What the hell?
Put that there. Doesn't take a ballistically minded individual to know that a 50 BMG will pass through a White Claw. So we just put a little pyramid of 5 here, just again showing power of 50 BMG, and because, well,
and the shockwave will destroy the other cans, even if it doesn't even hit.
All right, so let's see who's calling me. So I know this is zeroed pretty decent for like 50 to 100, but
that's really close.
It's zeroed for like 15 feet. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Big oof.
I always forget how cool that is. That was a neat.
Slow-mo.
Neat.
Everything got wiped. Explosion. Explosion. Ah, I can't. What's with my speech today?
Get out here. People ask me, oh, don't you think the White Claw bit? It's getting a little tired. I never fucking get tired of it. I just love the concussion.
I mean, I thought you would like want to keep the White Claws just to drink.
Force, because there's no way.
I don't know how
much
White Claws are in the States.
They just got smashed. Oh, geez, just look at that. Look at how twisted the aluminum is just from the pressure. Just shredded. This is not one that even got a bullet. It's just the energy of the first one.
Kaboom.
Actually, this is a great bit. You know what? Fuck
yeah,
it.
That's my brain. That was my brain.
People always have this fucking thing. They're like, oh, if a 50 cal passes this close to you, oh, it's going to blow your head apart, blah, blah, blah. A lot of the same ballistic experts that think that, you know, Trump wasn't hit by a bullet because if it grazed his ear, it would have blown his head off. It's a fucking dangerous assault rifle.
And what was it that Biden said? A 9mm exploded out somebody's lungs.
Shit. And everybody quotes that video where the guy shot next to a deer and killed it with concussion. It's
like
these people don't fucking
impossible
think
unless you were in space and
that's not how
air vent
bullets work, and I'm really tired of hearing it. Can you tell I've been putting a lot of thought into this recently? You saw what the energy effect on a target was from white claws that were behind one that was already impacted. So it was blowing out and expanding, and it was just a lot of violent shit happening really quick. I'm gonna sail around in between these two cans, and we're gonna see my prediction.
They have to be touching.
I'm no ballistician, but my prediction is jack fucking shit happens. So just to prove that it's going in between the two, I'm gonna put this one behind it. Behind.
You should have like made it different colors.
So clearly, if this has a
Picked up the
crazy
different
shockwave,
flavors.
it's gonna blow these two apart, right? Making retards on Twitter shut up. 3,
That's
2,
impossible.
1.
You're asking for the impossible.
Crazy. Wow. So,
Well, now you know that if you are in a hostage situation, if a sniper shoots the killer, the shockwave won't not kill your, wobble your brain.
so the White Claw cans I shot between are completely fine. They're
From a
intact,
50 cal.
fully.
You are safe.
Nothing
If
fucking happened.
you're
to
in a
them.
hostage
There's not even a
situation and there's a sniper with a 50 cal aiming their gun at a... Okay.
mark on the side of
my
the
brain
can.
thinks that's
like
the
there was
dumbest
still
things.
condensation sweat on them. The only thing that happened was when this claw can got exploded, the piece of it
knocked the
flew
other one.
forward and knocked that one over. But that's about it.
I mean, exploding bone matter flying at your head would be like painful. A big ouchie.
Look, the 50 cal is obscenely powerful, but if it had enough force behind it to impart lethal force on everything around it, the air, everything, for the entire duration of its 3-mile flight time, it would probably stop dead in its tracks after like fucking 18 feet. I don't know, there's a math equation for this somewhere. It's cool. Hopefully we learned something today. If I hear this myth regurgitated one more fucking time,
There's a lot of idiots.
I'm gonna stand next to a 50. Another cool element that was added to the AK-50 that I really, really did want to talk to you guys about is this little ring right here
The lug.
behind the muzzle brake. There's a lot of things about the AK-50 that make it an AK, not just the name. It's a long stroke, gas-operated, rotating bolt rifle. The bolt and carrier are identical to AK, except the piston actually pivots, which is a PKM thing, also designed by Mikhail Kalashnikov. Basically just a big belt-fed AK. The riveted front trunnion that contains the lockup system.
I don't know.
rear
I still don't know
trunnion,
what
the
a
fact
trunnion
that this takes an
is
AK,
or
a
means.
standard AK pistol grip, a standard AK fire control group, trigger, hammer, disconnector, all that. Behold, an AK. What we did is we just scaled everything up appropriately to be able to, again, fire 50 BMG out of Barrett mags, which was the whole goal from day one, and I think I'm actually very proud of the way this is.
I was wondering in my first video about this what kind of mags they were, but yeah, they're Barrett mags.
Turned out. But I will never
And it
turn
was
down the
somebody pointing out
opportunity
in
to make it a
comments.
little bit more AK, and that's exactly what we did up front here. So what we added was a muzzle detent, which is exactly what AKs have on their front sight blocks. So I push this in, and I can now rotate
Oh, that's easy.
and take off the muzzle brake. And so that is a little detent that pushes in and catches it, just like on your standard AK. Although this isn't really an AK. What this is this is an IO AK. If you're not familiar with that is, this is notoriously the worst brand of AK that's ever been made. Although a lot of people
Was
are
it made in USA, made in China, Norinco?
really vying for that spot. This is like some old garbage shit that came out. You know, everybody was, trying to get an American made, made in the USA, but they didn't respect the platform. They just thought you could throw it together, cast trunnions, and just shitty quality control. I mean, this is just fucking garbage.
What the fuck?
Spun rivets, use the barrel as a bucking bar. I can go on and on. This just trust me when I say garbage tier firearm. And somebody actually gave this to us, to the channel, on the condition that we do one thing in particular with it.
Blow
we
it up.
feed it to the AK-50. But I figured, why waste
Blow it
just
up.
a standard 50 cal round on it when we can go a little bit bigger? We can hit it with something with a little bit more oomph. Like, I don't know, Mark 211 Ralphus. If you want to take
What
out a
is that?
vehicle, you use 50 cal. If you want to take out an armored vehicle, you use Ralphus. Explaining this video to my 16-year-old self is literally fucking impossible. Shooting an AK with the AK-50 in 3, 2,
I want to see if it
1.
explodes.
Holy
It shatters.
fuck!
What the hell was...
One.
Sorry. Is that... What? Is there some kind of liquid pouring out? What the hell?
Holy fuck!
Let's see what it is.
All right, I don't know what I was expecting, but it certainly was not that. I would say good effect on target.
Boom. I'm wondering what the hell this water thing that's leaking down is. What kind of magic is there? There's nothing on the table, and then there's water dripping, pouring down. What kind of witchcraft is it? You can see the water just pouring down, and there's like nothing on. Oh my God! Somebody tell me what. Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments what the hell is dripping down.
I shot it right, like in the bolt carrier, and I didn't expect it to blow the fucking handguard.
I'll see if they explain it. Gotta go back.
I shot it right, like in the bolt carrier, and I didn't expect it to blow the fucking hand
Cheap polymer
guard to pieces. Holy shit! Look at that, Ralph.
Did it shoot downwards into the table?
This does not fuck around. Holy fuck. Only marginally more dangerous than shooting an IO. The bolt is still locked.
I don't know what an IO is.
Locked in the trunnion. Ironically, this is the exact way that they blow up. With that fucking locking lug flying off the gun. Sent jets of copper all into the cam groove as well. Ironically, the bolt carrier is pretty okay. The crazy part is it fucking blew the gun in half.
Damn.
I think I just made this gun worth owning. Oh yeah, here we go.
Put it in a charity
recoil
auction.
spring assembly. It's a little twisted. Safe to say this gun is never going to be a danger ever again. To its user, of course. Well, if that's what you mean by taking dangerous guns off the street, then you probably belong here on the channel. You should consider subscribing. I love you. But anyway, this is the AK-50. I think she looks fucking great with the new coat of paint. I like the new additions to the gun. Also, the
Batman would be like so happy to see. Well, not Batman. Batman hates guns. Punisher. Punisher would love this pure black, giant ass AK. I was wondering what this was. It's a carrying handle.
The handle really makes this a lot easier to lug around. I see why Barrett added it. Very, very easy quality of life improvement. As you can see, there's still a lot of cool shit we can do with the AK-50, some gnarly shit we can shoot it at, and some gnarly shit we can shoot out of it. I had an idea that involved a certain Kentuckian and maybe testing this thing out with some slap rounds. But if you'd like to see stuff like that, be sure you're subscribed to the channel. And if you have recommendations, things that you'd like to see us shoot with the AK-50, or like I said, shoot out of it, or maybe a combination of both, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. We do read comments. It's probably not good for mental health, but we do like to hear what you guys think of the videos and what you'd like to see going forward. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Check out his original video and get him more likes and views, because I think YouTube's cracking down on gun YouTubers right now. Like, subscribe. But I need more watch hours. Watch my other videos. Do it. Do it. Do it now.